Hi, everybody. Welcome to our ancient oils deep dive. This is actually a testimony and a little bit of education on these beautiful ancient oils that are actually a very limited edition put out by doTerra. We didn't have them last year, so I've kind of stocked up myself. And this is what they look like. They come in this beautiful little wooden box, and there's 6 oils. And as you can see, they're only 5 ml bottles. So they're very precious, very special and concentrated. And so what I'd like to do is introduce some of my beautiful tribe, my beautiful friends, and my lovely sister I'm going to lead with first, Rebekah, who's also loves doTerra and has now discovered the ancient oils. And she's going to share her experience, how they've been life-changing for her. So over to you, Rebekah.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Rebekah and I created my business called Beck's Remedies, bringing good in the health to all. And I actually got into a little bit of history. I got into doTerra for health reasons. I had recently been always keeping an eye out on cancer in my body because it's in my family line fairly a lot. So I didn't find doTerra until after I had stage 1 cancer in the uterus. Then I started to sort of understand a bit more about the oils and the supplements and so forth. So I'm on certain supplements, but of lately, that was 13 years ago that I had stage 1 and I got past it. So I'm very entwined. I do know when something's not right with my body, and I do go to the doctors. I'm not against doctors, and I check things out, and I work with my doctors with all these natural supplements and oils and everything that we have in doTerra. So I started off, as I said, just buying the emotional kit and some supplements to help with my DDR prime, with my bipolar also. So like I said, it was a really health journey for me. And then I fell into the business organically because I just couldn't stop raving on about what they were doing for me, what people were seeing was happening with me in my life, and so forth. So I'm sort of known as a walking advertisement. I still struggle at times getting out of my home, but when I do, watch out is all I say. I have samples with me all the time because I always use them in my bag. So it's very easy for me to just share something that I'm taking myself. Now, onto the ancient oils. These have come in a time in my life that I have been under a lot of stress. And as we know, stress, our emotions are actually attached to physical ailments that come through. And I should have known better, but I have been ignoring some things in traumatized stuff that's happened to me over the past 5 years. And I believe this is why I have started to develop the cancer once more. So I've been in the early stages, and I have only just doing treatment that I've got a tumor appearing in my stomach. We don't know exactly where, and I haven't gone any further in things. I am trying out the ancient oils, and I tell you, I have been having the best success with them. So the ancient oils, as my loving sister sort of showed, they come in that lovely box. So they're a beautiful presentation that we can purchase still in December. And what I did is, as you know, all the separate ones, they're highly concentrated. So for myself, with a lot of help with Kelly to help me with some protocols directly for what would be best for me, because I know about the oils, but I don't always know what was the best to apply them and so forth. So we've got a really great team that can have experience and also guidance when we're not too sure about where to start. Like I said, it sort of still hit me with a shock when I found out I had it. Then I realized, okay, I haven't addressed something traumatized-wise and I need to, and these are helping me address my trauma that I have not wanted to deal with, and I didn't even actually know what it was. I may get a bit emotional because I'm finding out more and more as I do my treatments what my trauma is that I was hiding from and not wanting to deal with, which I thought I actually did deal with it, but I'm finding out I didn't. So it's very interesting how they come about. So we've got hyssop. I got one, and I put 1 drop in a small roller ball. You can buy these from DoTerra and back office as well. You can buy them small, right up to 5 ml and 10 ml roller bottles. I only had a small one that I wanted to do. So I did 1 drop of the hyssop, and I did 1 of the cistus, 1 of the myrrh, 1 of the frankincense, 1 of the common myrtle, and 1 of the, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, so Calbalanin.
Golben.
Yeah, yes. And then I popped in my fractionated coconut oil, which I used it on my granddaughter the other day, so I don't have it here. Thank you, Deborah. And I just popped a little bit of fractionated coconut oil in the roller bottle. And then I just, as the protocol that Kelly's discussed with me, now she's done a one specifically for me. So very important that people don't just put it in their belly button like I'm doing it. It's because of where my lump is, and we don't actually know exactly where it is in the stomach, because like I said, I haven't gone through for my ultrasound yet. I'm still waiting in line to get my ultrasound done. So we've been putting it, I've been rolling it just on the around the belly button, and just a little bit with my finger, just a little bit in, sort of thing. And I've been doing that every night before I go to bed. I find the evenings are better for me, because that is where you do your natural healing as well as at night. So if you've got trauma and things to deal with, that's the best way, is to diffuse things in a nice little diffuser beside your bed, or you know, popping them on your feet, which is your reflexology, or with me, I'm actually doing my stomach. So yes. Now I've been doing, I started off because I didn't have the ancient oils to begin with, but I always have my frankincense, because I had my frankincense on my very first encounter with my cancer 13 years ago. And every year doTERRA is very generous, and when we reach 200 PV in our order, they gift us a beautiful frankincense. So I always stock up with my frankincense at the end of the year. So because I use it daily to maintain things that I know can come in my body a lot in cancer side of things for me. So basically, once I first off started with doing the frankincense in the belly button, just to sort of maintain myself. I did that for about 2 weeks, and then my ancient oils turned up, and then I went over to the roller ball of a drop for everything. Now, I started off with a fairly good-sized lump. I would say it would be about like that. And then what has happened is I had severe pain. I was saying to my doctor it was about a 10. It was a weird position where the pain was. It was like, I called it a smiley face. It was along the bottom of my belly, and it went right up to the belly button. Interesting. I just made that aha moment like I do. The pain was excruciating, that I was like bent over in pain and so forth. When I was doing the frankincense, the pain, and I think I added something else with the frankincense to help me with the pain. I can't remember, sorry, what Kelly suggested. I know I was also doing Melissa at the time with it. Very, very amazing oil, that one as well. But I think it was the Melissa that helped me with the pain. But anyway, the 3 oils I did have for the pain. Kelly, can you remember the name of the oil for the pain? It was
it either helichrysum or blue tansy?
No, it was the one we were very limited with, and we only have it in Australia. Oh, okay. It might come to me later. It does that. Anyway, it was really good. That was the one that was helping me with the pain. And then once I got my ancient oils and I had the aha moment with what trauma I was avoiding, and thought I had dealt with and wasn't. So it's been a personal development at the same time. And my pain was alleviating. So it was going from a 10 to an 8 to a 6. And the lump with the ancient oils has been coming down. So I can feel like the lump is about that size at present. And I've been doing this every night for the last 3 weeks. So week to 2 weeks with my frankincense and melissa and copaiba. No, it wasn't copaiba. And then the ancient oils continued after that sort of thing. So yeah, like I said, I'm just ecstatic with the results. I've rung my doctor because I've got to keep her update with what's going on. She works with me. She knows I'm on natural products and that I often experiment, as I say, but I always work with my doctor with it. So I let her know I'm doing some experiment with any medication that she's put me on for different things. And then I lower them by bringing in the actual products. And then I go and do a blood test and I see what the results are. And I haven't actually told my doctor exactly what I did. I let her tell me what my results are, and then I tell her what I did. So that's what I always sort of say to people when they're working with their doctor, is get them to see the results. And then they give you the permission, oh, well, then you can lower that to only 1 tablet instead of 5 a day, like 5 a week sort of thing. And that's what I've done with the bipolar, my thyroid issue, with thyroxine, and also hormone replacement therapy that I was also on over the years. And now with my with the tumor that I am working through. So yes, I highly recommend to grab your box of ancient oils. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebekah. That was so beautiful,
That was
darling.
awesome, Rebekah.
And look,
Thank
it's so
you.
true. There are so many oils in doTerra that can help you with so many different things. But it's just that we're specializing right now on these ancient oils because they really do work with trauma. As Rebekah stated just there, trauma, if you've got trauma or you know there's something that is triggering you and you don't know what it is, I'll share my experience around trauma after this. But these oils will definitely bring the shadow out into the light. So when you are dealing with these oils, they are going to crack your heart open. You're going to experience some amazing journeys as you journey with these oils.